Hey, Facebook Live. What's up? Waiting for everybody to join. And actually, I'm going to share this. I'm Val, and you're in Valtopia, honey. Let me turn this off so that we don't have too much racket. I am a multi-dimensional visionary soul guide. If you haven't met me, if you're watching the replay, welcome. And I'm an artist. I live in Venice Beach, California, near Venice Beach, California. And every day I either deliver a message or work with clients to bring us closer to ourself. Hi, Colleen. To bring us into awareness of our own triggers and our own connection to ourself and our own strength and our own power and speak in our truth. So since that's one of my favorite topics, I'm going to talk about it today. And what I'm going to talk about is how when we don't speak our truth, we give ourselves some room to start telling ourselves some little white lies. So while I'm waiting for everyone to join, I'm going to go ahead and share this. And y'all joining, put in the comments what you're doing, what's going on. And I have a couple cards, but I'm not going to stay on too long today because you can hear I'm a little bit recovering still. I was real sick. So let me click on this and share it in my group. If you haven't joined my group, it's Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders. And that's what we do in there. We have all kinds of illuminated spirits that are creative and visionary. And we are making magic in there. So, how are you today, Colleen? Let me share this on my timeline. And let me share this on my group, and then we can get started. We'll have some people joining us. So I got strep throat over the weekend. I've been laid up, and as you can hear, I'm still recovering. I'm back. I mean, I was in bed and didn't move and do anything about speaking your truth. I didn't do anything but sleep. I was in fever mode, sweat mode, release mode. And I know it sounds like I should still be in bed resting, but you know, I missed so many days that it's time to get back in the saddle. And I'm enjoying myself today, actually. I had a really beautiful experience. I hear myself talking. We had a great experience today in the group, in Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders, where we talked to Steph McClelland, and she is going to do a custom crystal pendulum for me, and we were talking about the whole process, handmade, beautiful, wonderful creation. So if you're curious about that, you can see that in the group. But today we are going to talk about, let's see if I can share this into the Abundance Flash Mob too, because I always do that, and I love the Abundance Flash Mob. Hang on a second here. Listen to me talking to myself. Abundance Flash Mob. All right. I see someone else is joining. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? Okay. I've done all the sharing magic, and my intention is to connect with whoever I'm meant to today. Hi, Charlotte. So if you're just joining, I'm Val. You're in Valtopia. This is my art studio here in Los Angeles, California, and I'm a visionary soul guide, and I work with creative, visionary, spiritual leaders to break through upper limits, to get over yourself, to speak your truth, to overcome past, either within this life or past life restrictions that might be keeping you from your vision and from your soul purpose and from your beautiful mission in life that you feel deep in your heart, deep in your calling. You know, you feel called to serve in a creative way, in an expressive way, in a visionary way, in a spiritual way, in an energetic way, to uplift and illuminate yourself and those around you in a way that resonates so deeply for you that you can't help but light it up, boo. You know what I'm saying? So my clients are lighting it up, and we're at different stages of the experience. And if you're curious about my work, I have some spaces and magical things happening. And you can get on my calendar and we can talk. So, I see Uti's face go flying by. Is that Uti? Hi, Nicole. Um, Welcome. Okay, so yeah, let's get to the topic today. Hi, Uti. How are you? I'm gonna come do the show at Uti's studio too. I loved seeing you in Culver City, and I'll come in. I got sick after that, so I'm gonna come in and join you, and we'll do some fun live streams with your cards. And I don't actually have your cards on my desk right now. Whoops, but that's okay. Hi, Brenda. How are you? So let's talk about the topic today. Um, I talk a lot about speaking your truth to yourself and how important it is, and um, how many, especially many of my clients who are so accomplished, they're high achievers, they've got like big companies running and families and things happening, and sometimes it becomes convenient to kind of, and sometimes it's even a subconscious thing, we don't speak the truth to ourselves. But today I want to talk about speaking the truth outside of yourself. And there are different levels of speaking the truth, and I want to talk about what happens when we don't. When we don't talk the truth outside of ourselves, or we decide not to say anything about something that should we open up about it, it will become real. And if we don't open up about it, then there's a good chance. Think about it like this. If you make a big announcement to everyone around you that you're going to go on a fitness plan and lose 10 pounds, for example, are you with me? Then you're going to be held accountable in some way, and you're going to have to address whether you do accomplish the goal that you set out or not. And if you don't tell anybody, and then you don't go on the diet and lose the weight, nobody knows but you. And so it's almost like telling a white lie to yourself by not speaking up, because then you can get away with not going forwards with this thing that you don't bring into fruition or don't bring into the light because you don't speak about it. So I want to see some comments on what you think about that. I'm going to look over here on the computer because I see that I'm getting comments. Hi, Tania. How are you? Is that how you say it, or is it Tanya? Is it not Tania or Tanya? I think you're spelling. Okay. So I'm looking to make sure I'm not missing any comments. So the first step to... Hi, Chantel. How are you? The first thing about speaking the truth outside of yourself is knowing how you feel about what you're saying. And Nicole says, yes, that's totally true. Speaking our truth. I'm working on sharing my story right now. Good, Nicole. Now hi Moshta, how are you? I'm sorry about the video earlier. We had technical difficulties, but we got it and it's in the group, so you can go watch it. It's a great little video about Steph's beautiful crystal. Luna says, late comer again. Hi, Luna. No, you're not late. We're just sort of getting into it. Although I'm not going to be on too long, so I can take care of my body. So, speaking your truth requires all these different layers of experience, right? There's the coming to knowing in yourself of how you feel about something. And sometimes that's why we don't speak our truth outside of ourselves, because we may not be received in a way that supports our view. And so it's easier not to speak it out. And when you do that, and you're afraid to speak your truth for whatever reason, you don't bring it into fruition. You don't illuminate your feeling. And when you don't illuminate your feeling, you don't back yourself up, and you don't stand in your value and your strength. And you know how that makes you feel? Tight throat. Because it's trapped in there. You know, these emotions and these feelings and these thoughts we have, not everything has to be expressed, but there there's a general essence to our experience that we're creating by not only speaking our words, but writing them down, maybe in a journal. If you do art or dance or have someone to talk to, and this is for everybody, even if you think you're well expressed. I mean, a lot of my clients are well expressed, well versed in self-care, spirituality, and do a lot of in-depth inner work. But there are certain things that don't come to light and are hidden by their subconscious because they're not speaking about it, not only to themselves firstly, but then creating more expansion of it by speaking about it outside of themselves. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about that. And let me just make sure I'm not missing any comments. Hi, Viviana. Hey, Tanya, how are you? Oh, Viviana's on another thread. Hey, I thought she was on. Okay. How are you? So, Tanya, I already kind of just went, I'm doing a quickie, and I was talking about it. Speaking our truth outside of ourselves so that we bring light to our expression and create support for ourselves. Nicole says, any tips on sharing our story with the world? I feel it's time to, and I'm having difficulty putting together a format. I'm an artist, so usually my truth comes from painting. Well, honey, paint it. I'm an artist. And my most direct, immediate access and expression of myself is through art because there's almost no filter. And I truly am able to appreciate, absorb, honor, and illuminate what's happened inside of me through the artwork. And people receive that energy deeply. You know, if you see some of the little sketches I do, they take me a few minutes, but they're really powerful, and they connect people, and people talk about what they see, and they receive energy from me, and I imbue the energy in there. You know, my suggestion is to just play and get started, and not to judge too much. Like, allow the release at first. Like, just get something out. Just start doing jazz, you know, let it come out. And then as you go with it, maybe you'll find a pattern, or maybe you'll find one way that's more conducive to you than another. The other great way is to do video. Video is, Nicole, is a wonderful way. Are you doing video? Video is a wonderful way. Oh, you are painting, but now it's time to share in words. Okay, I started a nonprofit, Paint Your Story Foundation, helping people do the same. Oh, how wonderful. Well, I want to hear about your story. You know, video is a great way to speak it, and then you could transcribe what you've written on the video. If you do it for yourself or your group or a small group of people, you're welcome to come into Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders and share with us. And, you know, what I found is when I see myself, I will experience what I'm telling one way while I'm saying it on the video, to the video. And I've had some moments in really small groups where I got really emotional on an expression, and I thought I was losing it. You know, to me, inside of myself, I was so deeply tuned into my own emotion, and I was crying. Yes, I was crying, but inside of me, it was like, oh my God, I'm falling apart. And then when I go back and watch it, yes, it's moving, and I express some grief or feeling, but it doesn't look anything on the outside, what I'm putting on the video, like what it feels so deeply on the inside. And that can be very, very illuminating, watching yourself on video versus how you felt when you were expressing the idea. And then that's also such an easy way to just speak your ideas and then have someone transcribe it. Or I think you can put it on Google too, and it'll auto transcribe it. So yeah, Nicole, I'd love for you to join us and see what you've done and hear your story. Hi, Jamie. And Tanya says, I hope you're feeling better. Beautiful lady, you are an inspiration. Thank you. Thank you. I receive. So I wanted to talk about another thing that's completely unrelated, but it came to my mind today. And it was, you know, I'm going through a lot right now, and I think many of us are, and there are tools that you have that can support you. And some of these tools sometimes seem superfluous or extravagant or like, you know, when you're going through a hard time, the first thing you think is, oh, I just gotta head down, focus, and I can't do that right now. And what I want to say is, don't eliminate the things that you know restore you, replenish you, uplift you, strengthen you as you are going through a difficult time, because that's when you need it the most. And even though it seems irresponsible or extravagant or something, it's truly your responsibility to keep yourself in your best, most centered place to deal with the difficult situation. And so I'm ordering a crystal pendulum because I've learned this energy work and I want to know how it works. And so even in the midst of a really busy day, I hopped on the video with my friend Steph, who's creating it for me, and shared that because she's also growing her business. And I want people to know what amazing stuff she's doing. It's like, it wasn't perfect. The first broadcast I didn't work. And that's okay. It happened and it was beautiful, and now everybody's going to watch it, and a couple people want to buy one now. So jump in the moment and be in the flow. And it's the same goes with speaking your truth. Don't overthink it too much. I mean, we want to be thoughtful and aware, but allow yourself the liberty of feeling what you feel and back yourself up. Back yourself up, and speaking about something is how you back yourself up. And hi, Jill. And hi, Letty. How are you from Texas? Nice. You know, that feeling of speaking out, even despite if you're afraid or uncomfortable, and knowing that each time you do, you're strengthening your own space that you take up of yourself, which you're here to do. Nobody else can fill your space. Thanks, Jill. I know I sound pretty bad. Which is probably why I'm going to probably do a card for the whole group and then go, because that's the wise thing to do, because you can hear I'm pretty run down. Well, I had strep throat, so I'm on antibiotics now for a couple of days, but this stuff isn't going away right away, you know? It takes a little while to flush your system. So back yourself up. Say what's on your mind. Because a lot of times what happens when we don't say something, then we allow something to continue that we don't agree with, and then we still having that feeling inside like, hey, you know, I wanted to say something about that. I wanted to illuminate my thought and my expression to create more of me in that experience. And when I just shrink and don't speak up, I'm taking myself out of the equation. Well, then of course you're going to be frustrated or angry or depressed or feel uptight or anxious or unsettled. Because you're squashing down a part of yourself that was asking to be brought to fruition. And, you know, you're the ultimate decider of what comes out and what doesn't. But it's important. It's important. Hi, Kashipra. How are you? Thank you. I know I sound pretty bad. So let's close our eyes, actually. I got my rose quartz. Who's with me? Give me a heart. Say I accept, I love. We're going to just do an impromptu little for me too. Grounding and connecting and honoring each of us who watch this replay and who's watching live, to honor ourselves so in speaking our truth and to knowing our truth and knowing how we feel, and allowing the expression of the vessel that is us. There's nobody being us in our place, saying what we're saying, knowing what we're knowing, seeing from our perspective. And it's our purpose and mission to fully step up to the table as us and learn to guide those feelings and awarenesses in an empowered, strengthened, connected way. So let's connect and intend all of that energy for each and every one of us watching right now and for the replay. Are you guys with me? Yeah, I saw all the hearts. Put them in the comments too, just so we see who is in this with us and everything. So put your feet on the ground. Whew. Take a big deep breath into your nose. I'm going to try. want you to feel the energy coming down all the way. Feel the white light coming down through your crown all the way. We're washing all through all of you, all down through your heart, down through the roots coming out of your feet, and making a giant roots that just connect down, deep down into Mother Earth. And when you tune into that deep core of Mother Earth and feel that gorgeous unconditional love, you really, if you feel that smile in your heart, you're going to pull that energy up, back up through the roots. Oh, my ears are singing, everybody. Back up through your feet, up through your legs, up through your roots, up into your heart. And expanding your heart and love and unconditional love and protection. And then pulling that beautiful earth heart and your heart energy up, back up through the upper chakras, up through your throat, loving on that throat chakra to speak your truth, up through your third eye to see your truth, up through your crown to connect to the truth. Connecting all the way up into the beautiful white love and light of the cosmos. And when you connect it up there, when you pull the energy back down into your heart. And while we're in this beautiful heart space connected and beautiful sacred circle, we want to strengthen everyone to be in tune and aware of their own feelings, awareness, and inner soul beingness that is unencumbered, uncovered and free from restrictions, resistances from others, from other times, spaces, and dimensions, and bringing all of us back into ourselves in integration and unity and love to really resonate within ourselves in strength and love and bold courage to allow ourselves to feel what we truly feel without fear, or if we feel the fear and feel it anyway. And then allow yourself, put your subconscious mind aside enough for you to come into a detached, grounded, connected awareness about what you're feeling and knowing. And speak that with clarity, with connection, and conviction. To speak your truth with clarity, connection, and conviction. And that I feel some heart chakra, some resistance, that your message be received as strong as the mirror inside of you. The more strength inside of you for your own message, the more courage and connection to yourself, and the more you stand rooted deeply into Mother Earth, connected in your own purpose and presence, the more you'll see that reflected back to you in your own strength and courage. So let's just really hold that in our heart, send it some love and expansion, and then let's just pull that right back down. It's got all that cosmic love and earth love already. Send that right deep back down into Mother Earth, rooted. So now we have all that cosmic light, your heart, your strength, your courage, our sacred connection, grounding us into Mother Earth and allowing us to speak the truth to ourselves and to others. That serves our highest good, that serves us to flourish and resonate deeply with ourselves and others, and to expand in trust and faith. in our dreams, in our vision, and in our magic, baby. Yeah! That feels really good. So if you had your eyes closed and I just woke you up, go ahead and come back into your body and into your awareness, and you can open your eyes and know that we've all created a powerful energy here. You can feel free to share this live stream. Because this is a really important message. And if you're having trouble speaking your truth, or even knowing what you want, or knowing how to say it to yourself or to others, if you think you can't, if you think there's somebody in your life that won't let you speak your truth, and you're feeling trapped by that, or you just kind of feel stuck and you're not sure, I'm here for you. That's what I do. I will ask you the questions, I will shift the energy, and I'll tune into you, because I've been there. And when I learned to speak my truth to myself, first and foremost, that is when I really started to feel so grounded and aware, and really honor the strength and courage and gifts that I am grateful to receive and be. Yeah? Hi, Deanne. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Abby. Hi, Jules. Hey, Mojde, Kareen. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. So, what do you guys think of that? Let me hear some comments or see what you have to say. Anybody that's watching the live stream now or the replay. And we're going to pull one card from the Gaia deck. And then I'm going to go get some rest before it's time to get my children. Well, I'm probably not going to get rest. I'm going to go prepare for my clients tomorrow and stuff. So. Hey, Abby, how are you? What's going on? So, let's see what we have, what message. I'd like to be connected still and tune into the whole group, everybody that's watching live or watching the replay. And I'd like to ask, what message do we all need to receive today that best guides us in speaking our truth and knowing ourselves and being in our greatest awareness and resonance? I feel like that's the one. Oh. Winter's End. Hi, Sydney. How are you? Regeneration, rebirth, and positive outcome. If you've been through a hard time lately, which many of us have, either energetically or there's just a lot going on cosmically, and then that causes, there's a lot going on in the world. I mean, come on. Winter's End. We're going into a new period of rebirth, regeneration, and fresh energy about it. And I promise you, taking inspired action and speaking up and becoming into great awareness about yourself, it would just radically change something that might not be moving for you. So, I'm not going to pull cards, but I would love to take a couple questions. Does anybody have any questions about this, or comments, or ways that I could tune in for a minute and help you with any resistances you're having, or exciting things that you're dreaming about that you want to voice? What do we have going on? Anything? And if you haven't joined yet, join Divine Brilliance for Visionary Leaders. It's our group. We have a lot, like every day is just popping off more and more. There's more exciting things happening. I post almost daily on Instagram. And I have a lot of artwork on there, and I just pretty much everything that's going on. I dropped a beautiful email sequence last week that I booked all my breakthrough calls, and I've been slowly making my way through, and I just have a few spots for the VIP day. And then I, of course, have my beautiful Divine Light 3-month portrait experience. I'm booking now for the upcoming schedule, and you want to get in on that soon, because I am going to take a little bit of a break when the kids get out of school. So I would, if you're interested in that, I would do that now, because then after that the prices can go up a little bit. So Letty says, I'm ready to rebirth, feeling stuck for a while. Yeah, let's think about that feeling stuck energy, Letty. Let's see. And words are really powerful, and so we're never stuck. We're never stuck. We're either flowing away from ourselves or back in towards ourselves. And so imagine yourself when you're saying you're feeling stuck, like imagining whatever it is that you think's holding you up, loosening up, and you're not stuck. It's like what's pushing you away from your truth and what's pushing you away from your rebirth. And Deanne has coworker frustration. Okay. That's typical. I mean, I've worked in offices and stuff. Sometimes it can get really bad, huh? I want to pull cards, but I'm trying to keep my energy tight. And Mojde says, I've evolved in speaking my needs, resistance, speaking or writing my inner stories. How to find ease with that? Well, Mojde, what is holding you back? I know for me, and I saw this in another group, we were talking about journaling, and for many of us, we didn't want to write because we were afraid somebody'd find it. And that comes, I mean, if that's the problem, I want to come back to go watch the replay. Because if there's something you need to voice for yourself and it's a problem for someone else, we have to move through the fear of speaking about ourselves and what we are and what's true. We have to. Because that's our truth. That's what we are. That's what we're doing. And if someone finds it and they don't like it, then you're strong enough to deal with that. And if you're not strong enough to deal with it yet, get strong enough to deal with it. Because I'm telling you, it's liberating. It's absolutely liberating. There is nothing you're not strong enough to face. And I speak from deep experience about this. So, Deanne, your coworker frustration. Let me tune into that a little bit. I'm going to pull one little Arcturian light activation card for that. Let me see. I think I'm not really seeing much today because my sinuses went crazy this weekend and I'm still recovering. But I do see, oh wow. I did the Arcturian Master Healer activation last week, and I'm starting to have a much more clear visualization of what I see. So I thank Becky Kimes for that, and if you want to know more about that, you can go into the Energy Healer Success Tribe. But let me see about this coworker frustration. Oh my gosh, I just dropped all the cards everywhere. Okay. Yes. So aware is the card. Let me grab it here. Aware. And so Deanne, that says to me, looking at the situation that frustrates you, when we have triggers and things that bug us, that is a great opportunity, no matter how brutal or irritating or frustrating it is, to look at ourselves and see what it is about the situation that's bugging us. And is this a situation where you do need to speak up? First to yourself, like, okay, what am I dealing with? Why is it bothering me? Why is it, why am I frustrated? And what am I going to do about it by speaking about it and coming into awareness about it? So, does that sound good? So there you go. So, I'm going to go ahead and go now. I'm going to be good to myself and take a break. And if you're just joining, I'd love for you to watch the replay. I think it's very powerful. And, for those of you who have a great vision deep in your heart and want to do things that go beyond the norm, where you do get resistance from people when you do speak up about it, you're going to need to come into real good, deep terms with yourself about how you feel about it. And that's what's going to provide you the strength to bring into fruition your ideas, to bring illumination to your creations, and to make it happen, right? To allow it to happen. I've been saying allow things to happen instead of making it happen, because it really is about allowing. And get on my calendar if you want to work on these issues, because I love what I do and I'm really good at it. So, Deanne, what did you say? You have spoken up. You need to speak to her in person. Yeah, is that making you afraid? Well, this is something that these are kind of things that I work through with my clients too. So I'm here for you. So, hey, Karine, I'm just about to pop off. So you guys have a great week. Join me in my group. Join me next week. I'll be a little bit more animated. We'll do the full throttle thing if we can. Maybe I'll be at OT's art studio, and enjoy your weekend. Enjoy yourself. You're alive. Shake it a little bit. Let's see, what music did I have on earlier? Oh, I know. I played this a couple weeks ago, but I'm going to play it again on my way out, if I can find it. Oh, I didn't find it. All right, I'll play this other song that I was doing. I don't even know who this band is, but it said it was something about Speak Your Truth. You guys are probably like, you don't know who it is. So, a bully. Okay, we'll talk about bullying in another live stream, Deanne. Maybe inside of my group. So, the thing about that, Deanne, know your truth for yourself. That's the most important thing. Don't confuse what's outside of you with what you're knowing about yourself. That's what we're talking about. No white lies to yourself. Hi, Shannon. I'm just about to pop off. So, love you guys. See you next Tuesday, if not sooner. Thursday. I want to go get better. Love you. Bye.